so you can start talking about it whenever you want.
There has been a strong connection, more of a honor of having to work with the shoes. I get to work with certain materials that are extremely powerful. In Simpatia Sin Compasión, I work with obviously soil which has been donated by migrants, but also with the sacramental wine. In this case, the shoes, they tell a story. They tell the history of somebody having to leave their home because of whatever circumstances, normally violent circumstances, and carve into the soul that traversed, that crossed borders and that had to suffer so much in order to get to this point. Anyway, so there's a connection with the material, there's a connection with the shoes, and an honor to be carving with it. And working with it means a lot because it gives clarity to what I'm trying to discuss as an artist. It brings an honesty to the work that I could not bring without just using any shoes. The last 3 or 4 weeks I have been carving the soles of shoes of a family who made the trip from Central America, from Mexico, into the United States. Today they're going to be wearing their shoes again, and they're going to be walking on this white piece of paper after traversing a path of dirt or soil that was also donated by immigrants. Ideally, the paper will showcase the prints and, of course, the footsteps, and the actual artwork is going to be displayed hanging from the ceiling onto the floor. One of the goals that I had with Simpatia Sin Compasión has been to increase the exposure, in some ways, of what how people interact, how people connect this migration of immigrants, asylum seekers, and put them in a way that you can put your shoes, ironically, no pun intended, kind of put yourself in their shoes, right? To get yourself to think, to be in some way in your mind on some of the hardships that they've had to endure, and the reasons. Nobody would want to leave their family behind for no reason, or their country, for that matter of fact. So hopefully the artwork is able to connect the viewer with the stories and the individuals, and create not only sympathy but eventually also compassion, actions, right? To get people to do something about it, or to help in some ways.